What's up, everybody? Zero Ice here for the last installment of the Halo Reach Solo Legendary Tips. This is Pillar of Autumn Part 3, and this is where the shit goes down, yo. This is the firefight event and the end of Pillar of Autumn, and usually I make my stand on that little building right here, but we're gonna make a little detour and come behind it, and this last little panel, you melee it? Yeah, that's right. That's a crate full of DMRs and a shotty. What? In the butt. So from there, click all your ammo, and be grateful that somebody found that out and sent the link in to Rooster Teeth so that I watched that video and could pass it on to you. By the time you do all that and you get on top of this little building, a lot of shit's gonna already be spawning. This wave, there are brutes, there are jackals with shields, there are jackals with no shields, there's a lot of grunts. There's just about every enemy except for shielded brutes and elites. So expect the worst. It's pretty much just a lot of chaos, a lot of ways for things to get up to you, a lot of grenades being thrown and going off, a lot of gunfire, and then you on the raggedy edge. Essentially things spawn in waves. Wave 1, then you kind of get a little 15-20 second breather, I guess, to go get some quick health, which, by the way, there are 2 health packs in the room directly below you, as well as go pick up some more DMR ammo. I show you the whole waves just because that's what I got, if you want to see kind of how I was placed or whatever, but I'm probably not going to talk the whole time through them, so I got nothing to really talk about.
Let me last one of them myself.
Now when the second wave starts to spawn, if you come in this room, I usually save this sniper rifle for the second wave because there's a lot more brutes. But there is a sniper rifle in that little building that you've been standing next to the whole time. If you haven't already found it, there it is. In this second wave, there's a lot more brutes. A lot more of the armored brutes, and I believe a couple of shielded brutes. It's pretty much the opposite of awesome sauce. That's what I'm gonna go with. As you can see, there's a hammer. I believe one of them has a fuel rod cannon. Not entirely sure. This guy gave me a little bit of problems. Thought he was coming up the stairs. He decided not to. He was giving me kind of a walk around. And things get a little dicey. As you can see, all the brutes and stuff. You do get a spawn of marines that spawn to your left out of a pelican, but they're not really much help. And for this last wave, I'll go ahead and drop the sniper rifle and pick up the plasma gun. And this is my exact path that I took every time. I jumped down, I grabbed that health, jumped up on here, and made sure I had full DMR ammo. And I waited just a few seconds because you want to wait for that phantom that's about to fly above you kind of get away, because when it's flying off right here, it will shoot at you. As you hear, I didn't even wait long enough, it still shot at me. But if you just keep on running through, it'll hit you and probably kill you with its main gun. But I took that path every time. It took me 3 times to do this little section, and that seemed to work out the best each time. So the spawn, everything kind of goes to the building that you were at. That's why I get the fuck away from there. So when you get over here to this little corner, which is where I usually go, you can just shoot them off of that building, and they usually die very quickly without moving around too much. Just make sure you're aware of which ones are coming to you, so that you know if you need to charge up your pistol or not. There are 2 shielded, I believe 2 shielded elites. Both have fuel rods, so be wary of that.
Look out, Spencer coming in hot. You're gonna die! No, George.
And as you can see, the wonderful people at Bungie were nice enough to give the shielded plasma launcher brute armor lock. Just so conveniently nice of them. Once you kill everything and you get your last checkpoint, be thankful. You go talk to Keys, and then you realize you have to get in the Mat Cannon and blow some shit up. So from here, right as you get up to these second set of staircases, 3 grunts and 1 to 2 elites will show up. Usually when you kind of walk up towards that staircase right here, the elites will fall back into the room, which is good. Gives you some time to prepare. Also gives you time to look for the most annoying thing about this little section, and that is the engineer. He usually flies around right in the middle, and if you can find him, you can more than likely shoot him from outside here. Just look around through these little railings. I was lucky enough to see him actually shoot off one of the pulses, and he moved, and I was able to shoot him. That makes this so much easier because now everything inside only has 1 shield. The little green lights right here, that little sleeping marine or 2 has DMR ammo that I just used to refill. In the little room that I just looked at to the left here that we're going to run into in a second has AR ammo. Yeah, just ignore the hell out of that shit. In here there are 4 elites. If you didn't kill any outside, there are 4 elites and 2 grunts. If you only kill 2 grunts outside, then there are 3 grunts inside. That's how that works. That's math, kids. Inside of this building, there's usually always an elite that stands right here in this doorway. Take him out with a charged up headshot. Generally, when that happens, the second one that's on the bottom floor will run in either the door right here or the door that's to your left in the back of the room right here. So be mindful of that. Usually they'll only attack you 1 at a time, and that's really, really nice. The other elite, 2 elites, excuse me, usually hang on the rafters that are directly in front of me. One of them has the sword and the fuel rod cannon, as well as a normal 1 charged pistol shot will not take out his full shield. He takes a pistol shot and then 3 to 4 headshots. The other elite that sits up here is just a normal elite. He's just a charged up gun and then a headshot. But don't get excited and then start spamming your DMR shot and almost die like I do here. That would be fail. And the last little part is the mat cannon. This one took me 3 times to do. All you have to do is remember the patterns. They're really simple, and they're, like I said, they're usually almost always the same. You got the top one, and you got that bottom one, and then usually one always comes from the left. And then 2 to 3 banshees spawn in the middle. You want to kill the banshees first because they shoot you from the farthest off. And they usually start with their little green gun, which will take out your entire shields. So 3 banshees, and then this front one that spawns up to you, the top left one. Then you can either shoot the second one that's in front of you or the one on the right. I usually go for the one on the right. And then this major one right here. And then the banshees. The top left. Now instead of shooting the one down here, I should have shot that banshee. It worked out for me, but just barely. He took out my shields quite a lot that I wasn't expecting, and that allowed this top left one to come out and almost kill me here in a second when the shield or when the Corvette gets closer.